Hey, what's up? It's Ike Paz, and in today's short little video, I'm going to review the E-Printables Side Hustle course. I'm going to explain to you why I'm reviewing it. I haven't done a review in a little bit. What it's about, and I'm going to talk about a lot of the positive testimonials from the students that have actually gone through the course, built their own Etsy stores, and earn online right now passively using what they've taught within E-Printables. So these are the creators of E-Printables Side Hustle. This is Julie. She contacted me because, well, she knows that I profit online with printables, not with Etsy so much, but with my WooCommerce store. And by extension, I met Cody, and I've actually interviewed him on my channel. I'll have the link to that down below. But what I was taken aback by was all of the positive testimonials I found online about their course. There's this one lady here. She's thrilled because she made $614, Canadian dollars. This one here, she's made over 39 sales in about a month's time. Okay, and there's many more. This is Julie's screenshot where she made nearly 6K in a month's time. Here we have a bunch of other newbies. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's not true. They're not all newbies. Some of them are intermediate to advanced printable sellers, and they're all talking about how they've earned online selling printables online. Okay, now using Etsy primarily. Okay, now I went through this course, and let me tell you right now, I have timestamps down below, so if there's a specific part of this course you're interested in, you can check it out down below. This course is massive. I'm going to go as far as to say this is the biggest course that I've ever reviewed or gone through in my life. And for good reason. There's a lot of things that you need to unpack and learn. Nothing difficult, but just little pieces to the puzzle on how to earn online passively with Etsy, specifically with printables. Now, if you don't know what a printable is, it's a digital product that your customer, your end user, prints out. Okay, so you don't have to ship anything, you don't have to send anything. They buy it from you. You don't do anything. They download it automatically, and then they print it out. Okay. Now let me get again timestamps below. This is huge, so bear with me. If you want to get to a specific point, check out the menu below for the timestamps. Okay, so the first section here is they introduce themselves. Julie and Cody. He looks a little weird here, and he talks about their journey, how they got started. Julie actually mentored Cody before they became business partners. So she's like she's the founder of E-Printables Side Hustle. Okay, and they have little homeworks here. So here's read first. Talks about the blueprint to success. Okay, what you need to keep in mind when you're moving forward with this course, really important. And then here in the second part here is what should you sell. They talk about what is a printable or a digital download. Okay, now not all digital downloads are printables. That's something that they didn't make clear here, but there's a difference, right? A printable is something that you download and print out. The outcome is that you print it out, or your customer prints it out. Excuse me. Digital download, you could download something and never print it out, like an ebook or something, right? So this is not just a pure digital download. This is a digital download that your customer prints out and uses the printable for all types of reasons. There's all types of niches. I'm really famous in the baby shower niche. There's also birthday niches, football niches, games and activities for couples, 3D masks. I started selling them recently. Also financial planners, positivity journals, all types of printable niches. There's all kinds of evergreen niches you can dive into. Okay, they give you 50 plus printable ideas here in the what should you sell category section. The next section is getting started making printables. Okay, now in this section they talk about commercial use. You got to be careful of the types of graphics you use, and they show you how to source it for free. No, actually they don't show you. They explain here with an article. Okay. Also, they talk about finding fonts and graphics. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now one of the best types of commercially viable fonts that you can use, anybody can use, are Google fonts. Okay, So don't worry about paying for that. You can get it for free. Any Google font. Well, I don't want to say any, but almost all Google fonts you can use for whatever commercial project you have. Okay. So the next section is how to make printables with Canva, okay? And the next following sections, they talk about how to make printables with different tools. Now, I primarily use Canva, okay? So I teach a lot of my students, a lot of my audience, the members of Crispy Prints, they know that I love Canva. So Canva is where I lived here in this section, where Julie and Cody talk about creating printables with Canva, and they go through the gamut. They talk about creating wine labels. They talk about creating gift tags, and there's all types of holiday seasons and types of events that you can create gift tags for. Wine bottles for, right? So not wine bottles, wine labels. So you can create wine labels for not first. I was about to say first birthdays. No, for baby showers for the mom to be. She can crack open after she's done nursing the baby, for example. She can you can create wine labels for graduations, or maybe a 21st birthday, something along those lines. You know, different types of events and religious occasions to create wine labels. Okay, also how to create calendars. Okay, really cool. And again, you can attach all types of events to these types of calendars and sell them as in a different niche that way, right? So don't think of, oh, people are looking for printable calendars. Think about calendars with rabbits on them, right? Bunny calendars, cat calendars, lion calendars. Right now, here in Asia, or not all of Asia, but in China and in Japan, it's the year of the tiger. So people are looking for tiger calendars or tiger branded calendars. Really cool stuff. Okay. The next section is how to create printables with Adobe Illustrator. Okay, I skipped through this because I don't use Adobe. Then they go how to create editable printables. Now, what is an editable printable? Printable that your customer can edit to whatever type of occasion they're gonna have. So let's say they're having let me go back to the baby shower example, and they want to put the name of the mother to be on the printable. Maybe it's a printable sticker or a specific printable game or activity. They might want to put the name of the mom to be there, so your customer has the option to do that. That's another sales angle that you can put on your printable. I personally don't sell printables that you can edit, but a lot of people do. So there you go. That's another profit avenue that Julie and Cody teaches. Another one is creating editable printables with Corjl. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Corjl. I don't know this editor. Again, I strictly use Canva because it's really easy to use, and I recommend you use Canva. I use the free version. I don't pay for any of my Canva usage. So there you go. So for me, this I did not use. Okay. Packaging of printables. This is very important, right? So a lot of people package their printables just with the PDF. I don't. I package them with what do you call a WinZip. WinZip is you want to package all the different PDF printables together, and they follow along the same format. They understand that you want to benefit your customer, put everything in a nice little package that they can download quickly, unpack, and print any way they want. Okay, this is a very important section. Making listing images. Okay, you want your listing image or your what I like to call a billboard to look attractive. You want to get that attention to your listing. You want people to click on through. Very important. And they explain and give you a lot of advice and details on how to do it correctly. And they also show you the different elements you need to add. It's not difficult. By no means do I have any design skills, yet I profit online on a daily basis with printables, even though I have no design skills. Okay, you don't need design skills. The free cloud-based software is out there for you to do it, and they show you what elements you need to do. It's not difficult, but some elements are essential. Okay, and they teach you that within this section. Listing your product. Okay, now this is all about Etsy SEO and finding those keywords. Well, actually, the keyword section is later down below, this keyword research tools. But listing your product has to do with on-page SEO, has to do with the correct information that your potential customer is looking for. You want to make sure it's listed on your listing, because if you don't have that crucial information, oh, this person, then you create an objection in your potential customer's head. Oh, this person doesn't have this in their printable, I'm gone. It's really important that you list it correctly, okay? Especially on Etsy where you have competition, okay? The next one here is keyword research tools. They go through different types of keyword tools, some free, some paid. You don't need the paid one. The paid ones, I'm telling you now, you don't need them. But they go through all of them and they explain how to use them and how to source great keywords that you can create printables for and list on Etsy and get those sales in. Okay, now marketing and advertising. This what I would consider advanced training, okay? You don't need to do Etsy ads, but definitely once you have a winning printable, and I teach this across the board to my audience, if you've seen anything that I've created when it comes to printables, when it comes to KDP books, if you find a winner, if you know that especially if you're a newbie and you find that one book or one printable starts selling passively with just using free traffic, then it's time to double down. It's very cheap. You can definitely advertise for very cheap and start advertising and sending even more traffic to your proven product so you can make even more sales. Very important stuff. And then we have optimizing your shop. This is very important because after you get some initial data on what sells and what doesn't sell, after you get some initial data on clicks versus people who convert into customers, then you can start optimizing and tweaking. That's the salient word here. Tweak your shop so that you can perform even more. You can create, or actually, add more conversions to your bottom line. Okay, so this is again very important. This is a massive course, guys, and there's a reason why there are so many positive testimonials around the E-Printables Side Hustle course, is because they provide every nook and cranny is revealed here. Okay, when it comes to selling printables on Etsy. Next one is Etsy Seller App. This is more like a vanity, in my opinion, more of a vanity type of section, because once you get that Etsy app on your phone, it's going to make a ka-ching sound every time you make a sale, and it's going to release some dopamine in your brain. I know it does for me, and it's going to release some dopamine in your brain. Oh, I made a sale. But it's also important, putting the jokes aside, it's also important to have information coming in on how your printables are doing online, if they're selling or if they're not selling. So yeah, this is an important section as well. So you want to monitor your printables, or I should say monitor your orders, make sure that your customers get it. Okay, sometimes, let me tell you from personal experience, when you get people buying your printables, for me, a lot of my older crowd, when they buy a printable, they don't know how to unzip a WinZip package. So they don't know how to access their PDFs. I have to explain that to them. I usually use a PDF, not a PDF, but I usually use a scripted block of text where I show them word for word how to unzip and access their printables. That's the biggest issue I have with my customers. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen enough to warrant a script. Okay, so there you go. Now we go into the bonus sections. The bonus section is little tweaks that will help you, again, improve your bottom line. And that's what this is all about, is improving your bottom line, getting more sales, getting more conversions. Even though you might be selling printables right now, you can always tweak, you can always optimize, you can always get closer to perfect. You'll never get to perfect, but you can always get closer to perfect, which is never a bad thing, right? And they also have some guest presenters towards the bottom of the E-Printables Side Hustle course. Towards the bottom here, you're going to have different guest printable sellers where they're going to give you their advice and their recommendations. I should be here sooner or later. I'm submitting a video explaining how to use WooCommerce. If you've followed any of my videos on printables, you know I use WooCommerce, and that's very successful for me. But Etsy definitely has its advantages. It has built-in buyer traffic. Cannot ignore that. built-in buyer traffic, okay? Also, you leverage Etsy's authority, right? Because no one knows who, if you're a newbie, no one knows who you are. You're just starting out. If your listing appears on Etsy, you automatically have that brand recognition because you're on Etsy, right? And people trust Etsy. So there you go. That's Printable Side Hustle in a nutshell. Again, I'll have this broken up into timestamp down below in the menu if you have any questions. If you want access to this E-Printables Side Hustle course, you have to opt in. I'm not allowed. Julie and Cody were very specific on not allowing public links to their course. You can only get there by invite only. So if you want to jump in, make sure you check it out below. If you're on my list or on my newsletter, then you'll have access to that as well. Okay, be good, take care, have a great day. Let me know if you like this review. If I'm missing something or I could have covered something better, let me know down below. I'm always here to help. Be good, take care, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.